the Telephone Hour, presenting John Charles Thomas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Telephone Hour. Tonight we present our Christmas program with John Charles Thomas as soloist, together with the Bell Telephone Orchestra and mixed chorus under the direction of Donald Voorhees. They will entertain you with a selection of children's songs, a carol, a lullaby, a character piece. In fact, just the things you'd like to hear at this season. And in this spirit, our program opens with John Charles Thomas and the chorus, joining in God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Christmas is children's time. There's always been music to go with the dreams of children. Our chorus and orchestra continue with a special medley of children's songs, ending in A.A. Milne's beloved Vespers, in which John Charles Thomas will represent Christopher Robin. Here now is the Children's Fantasy.
yum, it's fine enough and that. For boys with a little red drum. Dee-dee-yum.
Mommy, I know that's right. Wasn't it fun in the bath tonight? The cold so cold and the hot so hot. Oh, God bless Daddy, I quite forgot. I open my fingers a little bit more. I can see Nanny's dressing gown on the door. It's a beautiful blue, but it hasn't a hood. God bless Nanny and make her good. Mine has a hood and I lie in bed and put the hood right over my head. And I shut my eyes and I curl up small. And nobody knows that I'm there at all. Thank you, God, for a lovely day. And what was the other I had to say? I said, bless Daddy, so what can it be? Now I remember it. God bless me.
Little boy kneels at the foot of the bed, roots on the little hand's little gold hair.
Hush, hush.
Christopher Robin is saying his
Again, it's Christmas week, and many people will be calling long distance to say hello and exchange cheery greetings with friends and relatives. You can be sure that we in the Bell system will do everything we can to get your calls through. We've been working hard to get ready for the rush. Many long-distance lines have been added, and more operators will be on the job. There are thousands of new switchboards and other new facilities for handling your holiday messages. All, of course, a part of our big program to give you more and better telephone service. But there's just no practical way to build any telephone system that will take care of all the calls people want to make on Christmas. That seems to be the one day of the year when everybody wants to talk. So we'd like to suggest that you may avoid delay if you can make your call before Christmas Eve or shortly after Christmas. That way, we'll be able to give faster service on more calls, and more people can say, as we say to you now, a very Merry Christmas.
Dear friends, this is John Charles Thomas. My next two songs are by American composers, and both are favorites of mine, Christmas season or any other season. The first is beautiful, tender, and exalted, which sums up all our feelings about this joyous season. The song is called Christmas Candle by Eleanor Ramick Warren.
Little taper set tonight, throw upon thy tiny light up and down the darksome street. Guide the tender wandering feet of the darling Christ child sweet. He is coming in the snow as he came so long ago when the stars set o'er the hill. When the town is dark and still, he comes to do the Father's will. Little candle, spread thy ray, make his pathway light as day. Let some door stand open wide for this guest of Christmas tide, dearer than all else beside. Little Christ child, come to me, let my heart thy shelter be, such a home thou wilt not scorn. So the bells of Christmas morn, glad, oh glad shall ring, our Christ is
Next, I have a character song for kids of all ages. It's the famous nursery rhyme set to music by Albert Hay Malott. Sing a song of sixpence. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye. 4 blackbirds picked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king! The king was in his counting hall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden hanging out the clothes. When down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose.
Donald Voorhees and the Bell Telephone Orchestra next received the spotlight for their holiday contribution. Not to be outdone in the midst of all this musical fantasy and hijinks, they're going to bring us Victor Herbert's sprightly March of the Toys from Babes in Toyland.
Thomas.
Yes, Floyd, what is it?
Shouldn't it be Christmas Eve for the next number?
I suppose so. But let's just make believe it is. That's the way to do things this time of year anyway.
All right, Mr. Thomas. So it's Christmas Eve. And just about this time, Johnny and Nancy and Sue and Bob have gone unwillingly to bed. Mother and Dad have trimmed the tree and made last-minute preparation for the big day to come. That's the setting in which Clement Clark Moore wrote his famous poem, now set to music by Ken Darby. Donald Voorhees and the Bell Telephone Orchestra and Chorus and John Charles Thomas jump 4 days ahead and take us to the night before Christmas.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were little, all stocking their wee little bears, while visions of sugar plums dancing where we little heads. Mama had her curtain and lying like that, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, threw open the flash. And what to my wondering eyes will appear but a miniature sleigh and a tiny reindeer, with a little old rider so lively and quick that I knew right away that it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his horses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donald and Blitzen. To the top of the box, to the top of the wall. Dash away, dash away, dash away, dash away. So up to the house, up the courses they flew in a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas stood. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof all the clattering noise of his galloping hoof. All bundled in fur from his head to his foot, his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. I threw in my head and was turning around, when down the chimney he came with a bound. A bag full of toys he had come on his back, and he looked like a little old gangster just walking his back. His eyes, how they twinkled so gay. His dimples, how merry were they. His cheeks were like roses when kissed with the sun. His nose, like a cherry, all wrinkled with fun. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. The beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a little old pipe he had cracked in his teeth, and smoked around and round and round his head like a reed. All right, jolly old elf. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. He had a broad face, and a little round belly, that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He gave me the wink of his eye, and a twist of his head, a chuckle and a smile, and I knew all the while I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rolled. He sprang to his sleigh with his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all. Good night. In the night after Christmas, I walk through the house. Not a creature is stirring.
Thomas and the chorus. This evening, Mr. Thomas sang Warren's Christmas Candle and Sing a Song of Sixpence by Alfred Haymalot, and with the chorus, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, the Children's Fantasy, and Ken Darby's setting of The Night Before Christmas. The orchestra played Victor Herbert's March of the Toys from Babes in Toyland. Next week at this time, our soloist will be Robert Casadesus. On January 3rd, you will hear Pia Tassinari and Ferruccio Tagliavini. On January 10th, Marian Anderson. And on the 17th, Ezio Pinza. So, until next week, then, for music you like with Robert Casadesus, Donald Voorhees, and the Bell Telephone Orchestra, this is the Bell Telephone System wishing you all a very Merry Christmas.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.